For our first one, we'll be in a standing position today, and you'll want your ball. Now place your ball in between your knees. You may have to adjust your foot position in slightly. Now today we're going slow with the ball, and we're just going to practice holding the ball and bending our knees before we add the arm movements. Okay, and now raise your arms up in front of you and lower them as you bend your knees. And raise your arms up, spring up, bend the knees, lower the arms into a standard sort of relevé, nice and slowly. You may gradually increase the depth, and hopefully there will be a better coordination as you continue this motion. And that was the last one. Very good. In a standing position, initiate a roll down. And remember to breathe. Once your hands have reached the floor, bend your knees in a rest position and straighten your legs again for a hamstring stretch. And you may want to check, make sure your hands aren't sweaty. Step back, walk your legs back into an inverted V position. Now we're going to curl the pelvis, lean a little forward, bend the knees, and sit back. And we're going to do 2 knee drops. Boing, boing. Very good. Now that's going to add to this. We're going to do 2 knee drops and a hop. Knee drop, hop. Hop off the second knee drop. And you can do some knee drops, some knee bends, intermittently before and after the hops, just for fun. Hop. Bend, bend, hop. And you want to make sure you land with the knees slightly bent. That's why it looks like I'm trying to do another hop, but I'm really just bouncing my knees to catch the hop. And some of you may be able to hop a little higher, some of you not. And just pause in the inverted V position and walk your hands forward into that nice rest position again, with the hands on the ground, knees bent, body resting on your legs, and straighten your legs for a hamstring stretch. And when you're ready, when you've breathed and your head is feeling like it's on your shoulders, slowly curl up and pause halfway to breathe and curl up the rest of the way. Now we're going to go into a kneeling position, into the hamstring glide, the version number 2, letter B. So with your foot slightly in front of your knee, hands on the floor, back as straight as you can, go ahead and flex your ankle like you're letting off the gas. And we're going to start this one just like we started the other one and rotate that leg out and turn it in, being sure to try and keep our hip, our sits bone raised up on the right side, or whatever side you're doing. Out and in. Now we're going to add some motion and we're going to push down on the gas and let off the gas as we go out. We go out, push on the gas, in, let off the gas. So another way of saying that is we're doing a nice circle with the ankle. And if you found yourself going in a direction that I'm not going, don't worry, we'll go in the other direction soon. Okay, now go the other way. So we're rotating in, pushing down on the gas, and rotating out and letting off the gas. My pace may be a little slower or faster than yours, that's fine. Do what pace feels best. Okay, and if you're ready, switch, and if you're not, pause the video. I will turn to the other side so you can see. Left foot forward, heel slightly in front of the knee, maybe quite a bit further in front of the knee. It's up to you how flexible you go based on your ability. And rotate out, foot is off the gas, rotate in, toes are kind of curled back too. And if you can spread your toes, that's a great addition to this. And out and in, keeping that sits bone up toward the ceiling. Now we're gonna do the circle. Pushing down on the clutch and rotating out and raising off the clutch. And I did start this the opposite way I started the other side. It's an honest mistake. See, it happens to everyone. Just be sure you do both. And switch direction. Okay, and put your foot back on the floor, and we are done with that movement. Now you can stay in the kneeling position. And we're just going to place our hands on the floor again. Our foot is under our knee in the front. And we're just gonna shift forward and backward. Nice and slowly at first. If you like counting, feel free to count how many you do and do the same on the other side. And as we continue this motion, we're going to start aiming to drive a little more momentum going forward when it's comfortable, so that we can actually spring back a little bit. Now oftentimes there will be something in the chain that really gets in the way of that springing happening nicely, so just do your best. Okay, now switch sides. Right leg forward. Heel under your knee. Hands on the floor. And go ahead and lean forward into that. And just make sure your knee is comfortable at all times. Don't go farther forward than it's comfortable. And begin adding that momentum and the spring into that motion. Now from this one you can stay in a kneeling position, and we're going to do 3 variations of the sit back. The first variation, our body is going to be aimed for about a 45-degree angle on the way back. And sit back, curl the pelvis, and come back up. And sit back, bend your body forward, and curl up. Good, and we'll do that a few times. Just go at your own pace. Okay, now raise your arms above your head and look up just to straighten ourselves out again. And this time we're going to sit back and be at about a 20 to 30 degree angle now, where we're not all the way folded forward, and it's just going to change the motion slightly. And last one at this angle. Now let's raise the arms up again so that we keep ourselves upright. Look up and breathe in, and arms down. And this one we're going to keep our upper body upright, so we're going to just glide back, curl up. And you can see for me this one's a little awkward at first, but there's a lot more load in different places. And continue that a few more times. And raise the arms, and big breath in, and look up to help that spine come back to center, and arms down. And you can get ready and stand for our final motion today, the upswing. So I'll do this very slowly first, arms up, and you're going to bend at your waist, bend your knees, and you're going to do a double knee bend and swing back up. So you bend forward, bend the knee again on the way up. So we're creating a swinging of our upper body and arms like a rag doll, and we're bouncing. All right. Now just do that at your own pace. Get into a nice flow. See if that second bounce can really drive your body back up. All right, and let's call that a day.